Today we're going to go in style, and we're going to do that aggressively. It is the Crown Athlete from Mishima. Let's get to it. Hey everyone, and welcome into the garage for today's What's in the Box. And we're taking a look at the Toyota Crown Athlete for the 2015 model year. This is the GSR214/AWS210 kit from Mishima Model Kits. This was released in 2017, and it goes along with the Crown Royal kit. They're both going to share a majority of the same tooling. The Athlete kit will have a new body and all the parts that go along with the Athlete version, wheels and decals. And getting started with the body. And getting us started with the parts trees will be the first of two body parts trees. First, this one will have basically everything but the front. You have your hood, the grille insert, lower rocker panels, rear bumper, spoiler. I believe this rear bumper insert piece is not used. Moving right along to the next body parts tree. This has the front bumper, the rear bumper insert piece. Lower the driving light insert pieces, and getting started with the chassis. You can see it's pretty much minimal detail chassis. And moving on to the next parts tree, more suspension parts here. And the last of the main suspension parts trees. One thing I should make mention of, if you're new to this series of kits from Mishima, the suspension operates, and you also can adjust the ride height with the suspension. Utilizing screws. Kind of wonky, but it works, and it is kind of neat because you can adjust the ride height a little bit. And moving on to the interior parts tree, the first of the interior parts tree. And the last of the interior parts tree. And moving on to the next parts tree. Assortments of parts here: mirrors, brakes, antenna, wiper blades, some other bits. Now take a look at the rear exhaust parts tree piece. This is going to be the same in pretty much all of the Crown kits currently being released. Now we're going to take a look at all the chrome parts trees that come with this kit. As you can see, there is a good amount of them, but not everything is used, obviously. So we'll get started. We'll take a look at the chrome trees. On here, you will not be using the headlight piece or these lower driving light insert pieces. Those will not be used, but everything else on this parts tree is being used. And on this parts tree, everything on this one as well is being used. Most of that is interior bits, interior door handles, and a couple other items as well. Everything on this parts tree will be used, and the only pieces on this parts tree that are going to be used are going to be the exhaust tips. And now moving right along to some of the clear transparent pieces in this kit. You have your headlight, taillight lenses here. There's a couple pieces on there on this tree that is not being used, and then you have a set of red transparent pieces that I believe are going to the rear bumper. And now take a look at the main clear parts tree. There's a few pieces on here that are not used for this athlete. These headlight or taillight lenses are not used, and a couple of those lenses down there are not used. But everything else is used in this kit. Now take a look at the tires. They do have some sidewall detail. They do say Bridgestone Expedia on the sidewalls. Also included in the tire baggie is a set of screws, obviously, and of course the poly caps. Now take a look at the wheels. More of a satin finish than a chrome finish, which is kind of nice. And one more baggie to look into, and you can see it contains a whole bunch of springs, more screws. This is all going to be for the suspension, not only for the parts that move, that work, but also to adjust the ride height. The springs are used for that as well, to adjust the ride height and for the operational bits to make the suspension move up and down. And you have all the screws and some metal license plate backing pieces. Now we'll take a look at the decal sheet and the window mask. First, the window masking sheet. So you have window mask for the front and rear windows, pre-cut, and the decal sheet. So that is going to about do it for this look at the 2015 Crown Athlete, the GSR214 kit from Ashima. Outside of the wonky suspension setup system, these are pretty neat kits, good kits. And they do make it easy-ish to adjust the ride height, I guess, if you will. But I think there were definitely simpler solutions to that. But anyways. And of course, if you want to get yourself some color-matched Toyota Crown paint, I'm pretty sure James and Scalefinishes can get that done for you. And there you can see all the parts that come in this kit. Is a big box of parts. So on that note, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.